Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this revolutionary rise of an uprise at this time. That's right, dear Shiva, guys. So, I'm hitting record even while she's there. Now she'll move. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit different. I don't really tend to do pick card readings, but I woke up this morning. I've had so many dreams. And for whatever reason, I saw these cards in my dreams. So these are the Heal Yourself reading cards. And they pretty much give you insight into where you are currently right now in your life, right? And they will magnify the situations and show you the traits you may subconsciously be trying to disown or ways that you're behaving. The purpose of each message is to bring you closer to your true self. So I mixed them with the vintage wisdom oracle cards, so they will offer guidance through there, and also some rune wisdom. As you can see, there's a rune on top of each pile for you to pick. Now, with that being said, you might feel drawn to more than one deck. You might want to listen to all of them. You might pick one, or you might click off. Whatever the case may be, this is Gebo pile, Gebo poem, rune, right? Then this one is Eihwaz, okay? So I guess pile number 1, pile number 2, and then pile number 3 is Elhaz. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Got Gebo, Eihwaz, and Elhaz. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Make your choice, or we shall begin. Beginning with Gebo at 212. 212. Gebo. So if you chose pile number 1, here you go. You chose the Gebo rune. Gebo, which is also representative of a gift. Okay, so there is a gift too in this message. We can take that as literal as we want to take it there. And then you have healing, which adds up to 3. And then you have divine timing. So just even intuitively, you might be going through some stuff right now that is requiring a lot of patience from you, or a lot of inner sight from you. I even hear for maybe some just more understanding for what's happening to you at this time. Even just a leveling of bringing solutions into the dynamics of your healing. Or maybe there's something that you're missing, or maybe there's just something that is on repeat constant mode that you just can't seem to let go. And divine timing is at play here even for that, because sometimes there's messages in that when we can't let go. Sometimes there's like some kind of fact that needs to be extracted and revealed in order for us to continue on even in our healing journey. But then you have Gebo here, right, which is about joy in relationships. So maybe there is a lack thereof of joy in relationships or something like that, in regards to fidelity and commitment issues. Maybe within a relationship, maybe there's some hurt from a relationship, okay? Because this could be about lack of commitment if you wanted to look at the Gebo rune, right, by itself. So, but also, okay, here, I'm just like, even just like scanning, just like some of my notes here. Like, see, so when this appears here too, it can be also that there is a burden, okay? A burden of an overwhelming feeling of whatever it is that you are kind of going through at this moment in time that you might feel alone on. And this is like suggestive of asking for help from those around you, right? But here we have the healing card from the Heal Yourself oracles from Inna Segal. Okay? Illness and pain in your body is a message for you to slow down. Look within and make important changes. If you are experiencing stress or feeling overwhelmed, maybe it's time to ask for some help. Maybe you are suffering from ailments in your body or feel exhausted and just depressed. It means that your body is trying to communicate with you. Maybe it's your heart trying to communicate with you. Your body wants you to start treating it in a more loving manner and listening to the messages it is sending you. You need to become conscious of the areas in life that you are avoiding or suppressing, or maybe taking on too much, or maybe taking on too little. Or maybe you're starting to substitute one type of behavior for another unhealthy kind of behavior. Or maybe you're just being impatient and not very kind with yourself during this whole entire process. And maybe you're just taking on the burden entirely yourself and not honoring yourself through the whole entire process. Healing takes time. It is a process. Your first steps towards healing is to create a safe, loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your own inner wisdom. Okay? With this card, take a few deep breaths and relax your body. Place your hands on an area in your body where you have pain. I heard harder. Ask your body, is there a message you want to give me? This message may come to you as thoughts, words, images, insights, feelings, memories. Say, I call on my divine healing intelligence to help release all pain, blockages, and density from this area. Watch and feel as the dense energy leaves your body. Say, I call on my divine healing intelligence to infuse this area with a green ray of light. I ask that all the immune mechanisms of my body be activated and my body now return to a state of perfect balance and health. Imagine a green light moving through your body and repairing it. Gently bring your awareness back to normal and open your eyes. This still is going to take divine right timing. You know, think about it. When your mind ain't right, your heart ain't right, our defenses are down, and so we become more susceptible to picking up, germs and illnesses from those around us because our immunities, we're so multidimensional with so many things. Divine right timing plays so much. It always delivers what we need when we need it and for our highest of goods. The responsibility, though, lies with each of us to adapt to that accordingly. It's okay to ask for the necessary understandings of why things are as they are, but it's not okay to get stuck there either. There still has to be some level of acceptance for whatever it is that we're receiving or hearing, and even if it's not even in its full depth of our ability to understand it. Okay? Just even the appearance of this card alone invites you to align with your intuitive nature. Of course. Sorry. While being patient and flexible. There are so many things that you can do for your body that are of supportive, healthy things. Breathing exercises, stretching, yoga, walking, running, cycling, marching in place, spinning around, jumping up and down, jump rope, skip, take a walk out in nature where there's more trees somewhere. Have faith that your sincere efforts and your intentions will be heard. Go into the middle of the woods. Speak out into your universe. What ails? What you need. Set it free. It doesn't have to be this overwhelming burden. Okay? Things might happen at a different pace than anticipated. But that doesn't mean that there's a lack thereof of opportunities that will definitely arise. All you need to do is open your eyes. So start being ready with divine timing in here. Start being ready for synchronistic things to start happening, unexpected blessings and sudden endings or beginnings too. But it's all a matter of you and the lens of the scope that you want to open your eyes to at this time. Realizing that you're only as alone as you are made to feel, and that is also depending on the lens of scope that you're seeing things out of at this time, because it's always going to be up to you. Consider how unseen forces and connections have led you to this point in your life and in your own spiritual development, okay? And one more little. Gebo is a rune of generosity, not only in material terms, but also in times and resources. Sharing information in successful group projects or family enterprises. It's the rune of emotional and sexual commitment, happy marriage, fidelity, and growing joy in relationships. Okay, it's a rune of celebrations, a lucky time for receiving unexpected financial bonuses, rebates, gifts, and inheritances for happy reasons. Start paying attention to the synchronistic events in your life and being a little bit more grateful for the gifts that you are bestowed. Healing is rough. It could be tough, but you got this. You got this because even this came up in this, and that means that you are naturally generous. And it's time to receive that in return. This also asks you, how can you nurture yourself, especially when you constantly fall for partners who let you down, use or abuse or abandon you. Maybe this is about love, not feeling fulfilled, even if you are in a relationship. Or maybe you're not in one and you're waiting for one, the perfect one. Or maybe you self-sabotage too. Also ask yourself, are you allowing, okay, here, are you unconsciously allowing or encouraging others to take indiscriminately from you to feel wanted? Okay. Maybe there's something on your mind, something on your heart. A crave, a need, a want. Something missing. There's a shift coming. There's a healing happening. Just be a little bit more patient, a little bit more kind. Get into your center a little bit more. There is messages going to be revealed to you. Pay attention to your dreams. Write things down as thoughts, processes come to mind. Tapping into your feelings a little bit more at this time, so that you can really, really rise in your alignment, which is happening at this time. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this message was helpful to you if you chose this pile. If you like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Moving on to pile number 2, which is I was going to say Spohilo, but it's Eihwaz 1427. 1427 L on Eihwaz 1427. So if you chose pile number 2, thank you for tuning in. This is Eihwaz pile, right? Eihwaz, great. So if we chose this. Here we go. You have courage. Oh, I just go away over here. That was my other one. So you have courage, and you have freedom. And then you have Eihwaz. Okay. Alright, so Eihwaz is all about possibly, like, even an unwelcome, inevitable ending to a situation or life phase. New life from the old, right? Loyalty and love. Loyalty and love. And then I even just see here, like, obsession of some sort. A freedom from that leveling of obsession. I'm reading this intuitively here. Take with it what resonates, let go what does not. A freedom, feminine energy. Freedom, feminine energy. To have the courage to maybe address that shadowy aspects of herself that might keep her in the dark, hidden, away, suppressed, oppressed, wanting, craving, idolizing. Or maybe this energy, having the courage to tap into the masculine aspect of herself that goes out into the dark with its lantern and becomes the light, becoming free, right? And then you have Eihwaz. This is like the death card in the tarot. This rune never foretells death, but rather a sometimes unwelcome and inevitable ending to a situation or life phase. A new world is waiting, but it cannot appear until you have finished the old business. Saying goodbye, either physically or emotionally, and allowing yourself to possibly even mourn for your freedom. This is about loyalty and love and friendship, the value of what is enduring, beginnings after endings, utilizing the resources you currently have rather than wasting time on regrets. When it comes out blank side, it's avoiding throwing away what is of worth because of excitement or too good to be true kind of offer. See, because the U, this is also the U tree. Alright? The U is the longest living tree. It was adopted by the northern peoples as a symbol of longevity, tradition, and eternal life, and it is called in the Norse rune poem the greenest wood in the winter. An evergreen promising life and hope even of the dead season of winter. Value and give extra input to loyal friends, family, and partners. Any long-term study or training is favored. Listen to the advice of older people or experts. It's the advice of this card too. Here we go. But again, it's about inevitable endings to a certain situation or life phase in our lives. And allowing ourselves what is needed to heal. The time that's needed to heal. The courage that's needed to heal. I'm gonna get this courage. Courage requires you to fearlessly stride ahead despite the challenges you are experiencing. Whether you are afraid of success or failure, you cannot stay where you are. You need to make a decision and move forward with belief, trust, and boldness. Give it your all no matter the outcome. Despite what you have been telling yourself, you are ready for a new adventure and another chance to prove that you have what it takes to face life's challenges. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. That could also be in the people that we choose to give our attention and focus to, or the things that we give our focus to. Maybe not following or having the courage to follow what's in our hearts, and instead just obsessing over other things that are just like not even worth our value of time or of effort of energy being invested into, because it's only causing distress, stress, and just a facade. Oh, goodness gracious. My phone's gonna die. Let me put charger. Sorry. Forgive this interruption, but we want to do this, okay? Because if not, that can work. I hope so. Okay, it's charging. I just need to make sure of that, guys. Okay, this is very early in the morning, and I tell you. Anyways, so definitely, right. So here we are. Stop investing in limitations, lack, and dysfunction. Every blessing has a challenge, and every challenge contains a blessing. You are ready to explore both. Whilst there may be difficult moments ahead in the emotional realms, keep positive and believe that everything is going to work out for your absolute best. You're being asked to gather the courage to be who you truly are and to stand strong for your convictions. Especially if you're working with others, that you have to... What are you guys doing? That you have to find some level of boundary. Now that I'm even looking at this a little bit closer, you see like a man here being brave. He had a masculine energy. And he has ties that might be threatening his freedom, or ties that keep him back, you see. Things that keep you afraid to move out into the unknown, because it has such a grasp, a hold. If you look at this, her fingers just like ready to bring him back. Like, where you going? Right? In order for you to succeed in what you desire, you need to prepare for the challenges ahead. Make a list of the support you need to tackle the approaching opportunities. Become aware of what or who you are afraid of. Imagine that this fear takes on the shape of that person. What does he or she look like? Look this fear in the eyes. Tell it that you are willing to learn from it and master the lesson, but you are not willing to be a slave to it. Imagine loving your fear and taking steps forward into your freedom. Into your freedom. There are certain challenges that you are going to have to go through, but you have to go through. You have to go through. That is the only way. You have to have the courage, and you have success. You have maybe love's devotion, heart's passion, leading you into that victory. And it's scary. It's scary. But you want your freedom. You want your freedom that much more. You deserve that too. This card depicts a dove in the moment before it is gently released from the hand of a young maiden. In the distance, castle walls symbolize austerity and containment. Their eerie countenance against the darkened sky contrasts with the white dove, a symbol of purity. For their ability to transcend continents and borders, birds are living metaphors for freedom of the soul. Freedom of your soul. Who will save your soul when it comes? Who saves your soul when it comes to those lies that you tell, boy? Right? Okay. That's my morning voice. By drawing the Freedom card, you are prompted to review any areas of limitation in your life that may be holding you back. That could be whack. Perhaps you are feeling victimized by unavoidable circumstances or overwhelmed by endless choices. Regardless of what the cards of fate have in store for you, you alone have the freedom to choose how to play them. It is this spiritual freedom that cannot be taken away, and that gives life meaning and purpose. Face your fears. Look those harpies in the eyes and be like, you are not my master in this life. I am not your slave. I will follow my heart. Let light lead the way. Bear in mind that for every action there is an equal reaction. And that every freedom carries responsibility. In the face of doubt, be guided by the higher power to navigate your choices, and pray for the insight to use your freedom wisely. It's beautiful. So I hope that this was helpful to you. For those that felt card pile number 2, which was the Eihwaz Rune. Okay. If you like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope this resonated with you guys. So I'm very thankful for you for tuning in. And may you be so courageous and bold. Because remember, this was also about the inevitable ending to a situation or a life phase. So something has to come to an end. You already know this. You already know that it has to come to an end. When you stay in something that doesn't even resonate with you anymore, that puts you into a misalignment. And so the freedom that you seek, this can also be in thought. This could be in heart. Either way, whatever it is that you have to be courageous about and have to go through to get through, so you can rise up and be free. You're only a slave if you tell yourself so. Just because you can't see beyond the scope of lens that you are currently looking out of doesn't mean that there's not another lens. So with that in mind and wisdom unfolding, just then, set me free so that I might be able to see what I cannot see from this lens that is limiting for me. You know what I mean? So thank you again, right, for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Now moving on to, if you choose card number 3, 2913. I'm just gonna write this down, please. 2913. And if I only know where my pen went. I was writing with it. 2913. I'm gonna try not to forget that number because all of a sudden my pen went missing. Oh no, it didn't. 2913. Sorry guys. Thank you for tuning in with me at this time. If you chose this, you chose Elhaz, the strength. This is about facing difficulties head on and resolving them. So that is beautiful. And here we go. Pride. Pride. Where is pride affecting our lives? at this time. The elixir. Gratitude. Gratitude. Making a decision that it's going to be painful, but it's necessary. It's about a new life path. Once we decide and work on maybe something that has to do with our pride, so that we may move forward in gratitude, always, positively and in full alignment with what it is that we are seeking, needing, developing for ourselves. Remove that. Okay. So we have pride at this time. It's card 7. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Have you been hell-bent, sent on just seeing it your way? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think that you are always right? By holding on to the shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, okay, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. Maybe there's something that you heard that you don't like. Or maybe other people's actions you don't agree with. Or maybe you just think you know everything. Or maybe you're just so hell-bent on your own feels that you disregard all the reality of reals that do exist. Or maybe you just are so hell-strong on that someone else is wrong. Or how could they? Or maybe someone hurt you. Maybe you feel disregarded. Maybe you don't understand why. Take some time during the day to relax. Lie down if possible and look carefully at this card. How could it make you feel? How do you relate to it? Ask yourself, where am I attached to a false sense of who I am? Where have I overestimated my abilities or charged ahead unprepared for the challenges I face? Where in the past has a sense of pride led me to fall? Instead of taking this personally, now is your opportunity to feel and express your willingness to release any pride that has held you back, and in doing so, become more teachable. Be more joyful. Get silly. We take things so freaking personally. If you have hurt other people, consider apologizing and being more thoughtful too. More compassionate. Okay? So now you have gratitude. Gratitude is my favorite kind of attitude. It is a choice. We don't have to be grateful. We choose to be grateful. You know what I mean? It's a choice. So when you're lacking in gratitude, it's because you choose to lack in gratitude. This image portrays a winged diva poised behind a pink rose. A golden crown hovers above her head. In the language of flowers, pink roses are symbolic of joy and gratitude, a virtue that belongs in the realm of sacred emotion and sovereign status. It has been clinically proven that a thankful life is generally a happier life. And it's easy to forget we often receive a great deal more than we give. The gratitude card invites you to unearth the bounty of your daily life by remembering the many reasons to be grateful. It may be a favorable time to express thanks to a deserving soul who has helped you in some way, or simply as a signal to count your blessings. Don't count them, feel them. Share them. Spread them. Make it clap. The continued practice of this alchemical virtue can animate forgiveness, heal the past, and bring about a daily sense of wonderment and peace. Forgive. I hear it loud for this. I don't know. Forgive. Forgive. If you're bitter, it's because you still need to forgive. If you're upset, it's because you still need to forgive. If you are saddened, it's because you still need to forgive. And if you are angry, you still need to forgive. From a cosmic perspective, to become unconditionally grateful for the adventure of life, with all its ups and downs and regardless of outcomes, is to merge with the kingdom of God. Alright, and then we have, I just want to talk a little bit more about this rune. But facing difficulties head on and resolving them. Okay, resolving whatever hiccup. This can be anything, okay? This could be thinking that because someone else is of a lower vibrational energy that you are superior to that. Humble yourself. Okay? Battling to fulfill a dream. Challenges in fulfilling a dream. But this rune is also good on good employment prospects, especially after a period of maybe unemployment or maybe something with entrepreneurial that maybe didn't kick off that now will. Alright, not feeling so prideful in those kind of developments, or because you feel like a failure and you have to hide and not be grateful for the challenges so that you can rise in your full align, and thinking that you have to hide because you're so prideful. We all have challenges. There are successes and failures in each and every one of our experiences. Okay, this rune speaks of the higher spiritual self. I'm sorry. And the need to develop one's spiritual nature while at the same time living within the world. When this rune appears, seize the opportunities that are presented to you. Also, make a decision, even if it's difficult or painful, as this will clear the way for good fortune. This could appear as freedom from limitations or a new life path. Okay? This rune can appear when you're contemplating studying something new. Healing, spirituality, therapeutic arts, anything like that. Or maybe you're thinking about downsizing to be more meaningful for you in your life. Minimalization, simple lifestyle. You also, this is a reminder that any pressing problems you need to acknowledge, for they will not simply go away. So denying their existence is just storing it up for future trouble. Alrighty, so thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. I hope that you enjoyed this message, and I hope that it resonates with you in some kind of way. If you do, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and thank you for tuning in with me at this time, guys. And yes, also make sure to check me out on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. My blog, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. Everything that is needed will be in the description box below. Thank you for tuning in. I love you so.